The OE style headlights that we're talking about here today will be a great option for the 2016 through 2018 HID Silverado owners who might be looking for a way to affordably clean up and refresh a damaged or faded light or lights on the front of their rig. Now these lights will stay true to the OE styling thanks to the chrome housing with a crystal clear lens. Of course, you have the HID projector in there and amber reflector, all for right around that mid $300 price point per side. So again, these lights should appeal to the HID Silverado 1500 owners out there looking to make the front of the truck look like new again by replacing one or both of the faded or possibly damaged factory lights. Now, unlike a lot of our other options here at AmericanTrucks.com, these will be for the Silverado owners looking for a simple stock replacement as opposed to maybe going with something really aftermarket in appearance that's going to deliver more of a modified look through things like a black housing, smoke lens, or monitored LEDs. Now, I do want to point out, guys, that while we do only have the driver's side here on the table with me today, you can find both the driver's side and passenger side here at AmericanTrucks.com, which is nice, right? Because maybe you were just in a small fender bender and only need to replace one side as opposed to having to buy two. You certainly have that option here with these particular OE lights. But diving a little bit deeper into the construction of the OE style headlights here, and you'll find the chromed ABS plastic base or housing that is then topped off with a crystal clear lens, of course, all sealed up watertight to help prevent any moisture or fogging or condensation from happening behind the lens over time. Now the chrome trim is right where it should be here, found on the factory lights, and everything is going to be completely dead on with the stock headlights in every single way. Now again, these are going to be for the HID owners out there and not for the halogen owners. So with that in mind, if you do have an HID equipped truck, you will need to swap over your factory HID bulbs and ballast to the new housings, as these do not include any bulbs right out of the box. Finally, guys, this light has been given both the DOT and SAE stamp of approval, which does make them legal for use in all 50 states, and they are fully adjustable just so you can aim them properly after the install. Price point for the stock replacements will live right around that mid $300 mark per side, and again, that does make this pretty affordable overall. However, if you did want to use this as an opportunity to possibly swap to something aftermarket, as we mentioned earlier, you will be able to find some more affordable options here on the site if you wish, if you did want to replace both at the same time. On the other hand, again, if you have a stock front end, you simply need to replace one. Around 350 bucks, I would say, is a pretty affordable swap at the end of the day. But now we want to shift gears and get into the installation, and because there's no added LEDs or daytime running lights or anything basically that did not come stock on your truck from the factory, this is going to be a very simple swap, plug and play type of job here, guys. No modification, no wiring needed. So the site's going to go strong 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here, maybe an hour or so to complete from start to finish. Tools needed for this install will be pretty basic and involve a panel removal tool or flathead screwdriver, along with a basic socket set. But now we're going to toss it out to an AmericanTrucks.com customer to walk you through the job. Check it out.
2017 Chevy Silverado 1500 headlight replacement. So first thing you're going to do is pop out all these body clips. There's 12 of them. Pop them. I got a trim tool here. It does take a little bit of force to pop it up just like that, and they pop. I already have most of these popped out just to save a little bit of time. Put those off to the side. Probably in a magnet tray or some type of tray, not the floor, but it is what it is. They're the same on both sides, so it's even 6 and 6. More. this plastic cover should come off. Just like that. Set that off to the side. Next step is getting this grill unbolted, which I have a impact with a 10mm on it. Fits. You got 1 bolt, 2 bolts, 3, 4. You can use an impact or a ratchet. Does not matter. I'm gonna use an impact. It's quicker. Take it all the way out. Set those off to the side. And now, over here by your 2 farmost bolts, there's a little clip in there that you have to pull up. There might be 3 more pins, little body clips down here that you have to take out. Yeah, I think so. It's just the same thing as the other ones for that big plastic piece. 1. 2, and there's a wire in the way for that one. Alright, you got those 3 out of the way. They're the same. Now let's see if this pops out a little bit nicer. Yep, so you do have to take those off. Alright, so there's actually clips on all 4 of them, like where your bolts were. So let's redo that. There we go, much nicer. Now let's see. And you get the grill off. Set this down somewhere where you won't wreck it. Alright, next step. Get your 10mm back, and you got 4 bolts for the headlight. You got 1 right here, 1 there, 1 there. You got 1 up in there, and then you gotta take this inner fender out, and there's another one back there, but we'll get these 2 out first. Like I said, if you have a ratchet, it works just as well. Alright, so, you need light. Yep, so the 3rd one's right there. Really easy to get to. Here, you can hold that too. You don't need it, but I don't think you need it, but I got an extension. Alright, next step, you want to take some of the inner fender out. So you got 1 and 2, and this is a size, it's a T15. Again, ratchet works just fine. There's 2, I think that's all you need to take out. Hold that. Could have washed the truck before, dude. So now there's another bolt right here, if you can see that. Right where my pointing finger is. And that one's gonna be a fun one, and we'll have to use a ratchet for that. Now I'm gonna grab a short or a shallow socket. Still gonna be your 10mm. Make sure it's not lefty loosey. to get my electric ratcheted, but might be able to get it the best way with your fingers. Alright, so you got that bolt out through the fender. Put that back by your headlight bolts. So now I'm going to use a little pry bar to pry up on where the bolt was. It has another little tab. You pry up and your headlight almost falls out. So now you get it back and you got one plug, full red tab. You push the tab back, push down right there, and you wiggle. It comes off. Alright, so this is, I think this is a halogen. I don't know, it's some type of bulb, but you gotta take it out. There's a little clip down on the side that you have to push upwards, right in there, like right there. I just pushed it upwards. It's down right now. Push it up, and it slides out. And there's a little tab you press in, comes on. Alright, so these are kind of junk headlights, or I mean, it is. So we need the white strip to match this truck, of course. And so I'm just gonna cut all these tabs off. There was a little tab piece here, just like this one. There's just pain to do it the right way. Okay, we got the white piece off, in a way. So, what you're supposed to do if you need to get that piece off is you gotta take this whole chrome piece off. But these are junk headlights, obviously. How you're supposed to do it is that there are clips here, here, there's 4 of them, one on the side down here, and one over here. There's 4 or 5. But I'm gonna get a close up on how that looks. We did end up breaking it. We broke a couple things. But you're supposed to pull the whole chrome piece off, and after you get those clips popped, it is just glued on. It's really hard. Just like that. You know, this piece would be connected like that in a way. So you get this piece, right? The whole piece. And then you come here, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 clips there, and then you got these top ones that you just gotta pop off. You gotta push the tab down and in like that. Like once again, down and in, down. Is kind of hard to do. While you're doing that, pop the top ones off. It'll help you a little bit. Second one went back down. Third one, and let's see if I can get this one. I feel like there's a better way to design this for it, you know. Who am I? Alright, there you go. You got the white piece. The white trim piece, that's what we were looking for. It has a little bit of rubber on it. This is all junk now. So, alright. Next step is you take your light bulb. We're gonna do this first. So you find your green and black wire, plugs in just like you took it out, just like that. You might have to move some of the wires out of your way. And it goes in, wire facing downwards. Alright, so it's actually a new design on the headlight, or a different design I should say. All you have to do is put the little bulb. You're supposed to push in and twist. Long story short. That wire might get in your way. There we go. So it's in, and then it twists just like that. It's not wobbling around. You're good. Back over. You have to move some of that plastic. I'm going to leave most of it on, so I don't have to clean the headlight afterwards. I use your brain. So, same thing, you know, you just gotta pop them all in. Just like that. Don't wiggle. Wiggle a little bit. Yep, it's all popped in. Alright. So I should double check that the connector right here was the same as that one. You always just want to double check, you know, if it's a different year, like 1 year off, it might be different for some reason. Just match up a couple different things. It's a little different. I want to say that's just a new design. Yep, alright. So, just reverse the steps now. You take the headlight, plug it in, plug it in. You just plug it in. You should hear some type of snap, and then lay this down. There you go, snap, snap. Make sure the red locker is back in there. Alright. Careful with the fender so you don't mess it up. Just like that. Fits back where it's supposed to be. Now you get your screws. I want to start the top one so it don't fall out. One, two, I might have to move it around a little bit. Number 3's down in there. The number 4 is back up in this fender area. Let's see if I can do it without looking. Nope, there's a hole. Just gotta get lined up. Might have to mess with the headlight a little bit, up and down, left or forward or back. Go ahead, pause that again. Alright, so I got the bolt in. You gotta tighten it with ratchet. So, these top bolts you want to switch, or actually swap out to the ratchet and tighten them down with the ratchet. I already got them tight. Just so you don't break them or break the plastic piece. 1, 2, and 3. Good. So now we put the inner fender bolts back in, which I should dig pause down there. Find my socket. Alright, goes back like that. Remember, you got your 2 bolts. If you really wanted to, you could take another one out that's down over there, but you don't need to. 1 and 2. Don't get them over tight. Not needed. Alright, you got those 2 bolts in. Time to put the grill back on. Oh, also, before you do all this, test the headlight. Make sure it actually works. Make sure you don't screw it up, or yeah, just test it. And actually, you do not have to take those out. Okay. That might have been wrong. I don't think you had to take those out. It was just those clips. Yeah, so those push pins you didn't have to take out, but we did. So now you don't want to scratch anything up because get a nice drop down. About there. I don't know why GM made it so you can't see where it's coming, but you just gotta line up all those push pins. Might have to push one of those pins down just a little bit. Just like that. Make sure they all go in. You can test that by looking at the bottom of the bumper, the side of the headlight like that. It's not in all the way. Or actually, I think this headlight's broken too. Yep, that one's broken, so that one's not gonna line up. But testers, sure it'll be fun. All right. Next step is these bolts. Yo, let's leave it there. I forgot to put that rubber cap back on. You can do that real quick. What do we need? Alright, back up. So now you get your full bolt, 4 bolts on top. Don't forget, you make sure all those pins go back where they're supposed to be. Your bolts won't line up if they don't. Start them so you don't cross thread them. Get your impact 10mm again. Don't get them too tight. You want to actually use a ratchet on this, because you don't want to break your grill. You'd probably run them down and then do this work. Back to these ones, plenty. Plenty. Also, this is for editors. You can take that where we took those pins out. You can take that out in this part. All right. So you take your fancy little plastic piece, you put that on, and you got your 12 push pins again. And all you do, it's not rocket science, guys. Push the push pins in.
So if you are looking to freshen up one or both of the headlights in your 16 through 18 Silverado 1500 at home, be sure to check out these affordable factory replacements right here at AmericanTrucks.com.